When Sarah agreed to house-sit for her aunt and uncle, she thought she'd scored the perfect setup. Free food, a massive Victorian house, and total peace to study. The place was stunning. High ceilings, elaborate woodwork, and sprawling rooms filled with antique furniture. But from the moment she stepped inside, something felt off. It was too quiet. Not the kind of quiet that soothes, but the kind that presses in around you, like the house itself is holding its breath. At first, it was easy to dismiss. A door she knew she'd shut was cracked open. A light was on in a room she hadn't entered. She blamed her own forgetfulness. After all, it was an old house, drafty, creaky. She laughed it off. But then came the sounds. Faint footsteps overhead when no one should have been upstairs. A rhythmic creaking that always seemed to stop the moment she tried to locate it. And the attic, that huge sealed-off space above everything, started to feel like the source. She convinced herself it was nothing. Still, one night, curiosity pulled her toward the attic door. It was usually locked, but this time, it was slightly open. She climbed a few steps, flashlight in hand. Dust choked the air. Nothing moved, no whispers, no footsteps, just cold silence. She backed out quickly, heart pounding, telling herself she was being silly. But the next morning, the book she'd been reading wasn't where she left it. It was open, face down, on the living room table. Her blood ran cold. She hadn't left it there. Desperate, she called friends, her parents. Everyone said the same thing: "You're imagining things." So she set traps, string across doorways, pencils balanced on ledges, and waited. The next night, one of the traps was sprung. This time, she didn't hesitate. She grabbed her flashlight, returned to the attic, and forced herself inside. That's when she found it. A makeshift bedroll tucked behind boxes, empty food wrappers, an old water bottle. Someone had been living up here. Then, movement. From the shadows behind her came the faintest whisper of her name. She turned, light shaking in her hands, catching only a glimpse, a shape, a shadow slipping out of sight, and the glint of something metallic. She ran. Down the stairs, through the echoing halls, out into the night. Later, the police found signs of entry through a back window, and evidence someone had been there. For how long, no one knew. Sarah never went back, but she never forgot that voice. The echo in the attic was never the house.